welcome to day one of alleviating your anxiety. So being a yoga teacher, the main health issue that people have come up and approached me about is anxiety and stress and how to deal and cope with it. Living in the Western world, I feel more of us are living with anxiety than without. With all the stresses of work, house, car, all those things, it just builds up and up and up, and we often don't have any time for ourselves to really focus on it and deal with it. We just go from thing to thing to thing. So this program is designed for absolutely anybody and everyone. The poses are accessible to all. So the goal of the program isn't to become the best yogi in the world. It's more essentially just to give you tools, techniques, and a practice to help bring you back to your center and bring you back to that place of peace. Anxiety lives in our heart. There's two primary motivating forces, and that's love and fear. And anxiety is a stem of fear. So when our heart chakra isn't fully opened, that's when the fear is living in there. So yoga helps us clear this energy, helps us work through it, the breath as well, and it allows us to open our heart more and come more into a place of love and out of this space of fear. There's a quote from Hafiz that I would like to share with you before beginning class, and it is, "Fear is the cheapest room in the house. I expect you to live in better conditions." So fear is easy to go into, it's an easy space to live in, but why would you do that to yourself? It's not nice, it's not plentiful. Move yourself into that more loving space, that more open, that more just open-hearted, loving space. So yeah, we'll begin class. We'll start first with just coming into a wide-legged child's pose. So that's big toes together. And then pulling the knees apart here. If your seat doesn't quite reach your heels or that's difficult for you, you can always bring a block underneath your seat. If you're at home and you don't have a block, blankets, pillows work as well. Walking the hands forward and bringing the forehead down to the earth. You can stretch your hands forward, grounding down on your mat. Feeling a nice stretch in the hips here. Breathing here. Feeling a stretch also in the shoulders. Just really allowing yourself to settle in the posture. I invite you to take a full inhalation and watch as your belly rises. And then exhale. Opening the mouth and letting that go. Let's do that again. Full belly breath. Opening the mouth, exhale. And one last time. Inhale, watching the belly rise. And exhale. Watching it fall. Take one more full inhalation here. And exhale. Inhale, I invite you to walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. You can lift your forehead here, and then re-ground the forehead again, feeling a stretch in the left side of your body. Option to place the left hand on top of the right. For an extra deep stretch, breathing here. One more full inhalation. And exhale. Inhale, we're going to walk our hands over to the opposite side, to the left side of the mat. Again, grounding down through the forehead. Option to place the right hand on top of the left. Feeling intense stretch through the right side of the body. Breathing into that right side, sending your breath there, breathing there. One more full inhalation. And exhale. Inhale, come back to the center of your mat. Take one full inhalation. And exhale. Inhale, begin walking your hands back to center. And then I invite you to lift up your hips here off of your seat, coming into a tabletop position. So here we're going to make sure our shoulders are in line with our wrists, hips in line with the knees. Fingers are spread wide here. Feeling the energy through the fingertips. We're going to inhale, bend the elbows, drop the navel, and then lift our head up to the sky for cow pose. And then exhale, drawing the navel into the spine, dropping the head for cat pose. Again, exaggerate the movement. Really feel your heart shine up towards the sky for cat, for a cow, and exhale, drawing the navel into the spine, letting the head drop for cat. Move at your own pace with your own breath. Really feeling that heart shine, moving the spine. This pose awakens all 7 of our chakras, clearing the energy field through the spine. You're as young as your spine is flexible. You can allow yourself to really get into the movement, maybe shake your head a bit, move your shoulders, allow this to feel good. Close your eyes here. See what your body's craving today. You can circle your hips. Continue here for 2 more breaths. And then meeting me back in a tabletop position. So from tabletop, we're just going to slowly begin walking our hands forward, bringing our forehead down, grounding it, keeping our hips in line with our knees here. Coming into a melting heart pose in yin or puppy pose in hatha. Breathing here, really feeling a stretch in the shoulders, letting your spine sway. Coming back to long, slow breathing. And giving your body permission to release. Imagine your heart is melting into the mat, melting away any fear, any anxiety, coming into your space of love. Holding here for 3 more breaths. Make them your longest, your fullest, your deepest yet. On your next inhale, begin rising up, coming back into that tabletop position. You can shake that off, let that go. And then curling our toes under, keeping the fingertips spread wide. We're going to inhale, push into a downward facing dog. First down dog of the day. So feel free to walk your dog out, move your hips side to side. And then we're just really going to focus on the posture of our downward dog here. So again, make sure those fingers are spread wide. Check in with your index finger. Make sure it's in line with the top of the mat or slightly turned out. Just make sure it's not turned inwards. You want to push down through your index finger and thumb. That will really help to externally rotate your shoulders here. Shooting that tailbone high up to the sky. Gazes at the feet. If your legs aren't straight here, don't worry. Really feel free to bend your knees here. Just get that spine straight, that tailbone up. Straightening the legs is so secondary. Coming back to the breath. The breath is the most important thing throughout class. If you're ever unable to breathe in a posture, come out of it, come back to the breath, and child's pose is always available to you. We're going to inhale, shoot the right leg up to the sky, 3-legged dog. And then exhale, bring it forward between your hands, dropping the back left knee. Untucking the toe here. We're going to rise up, coming into a low lunge. Hips are squared. Knee is over top of the ankle. Bringing the arms up, shoulders squared, chest up, breathing here. Full inhalation. And exhale. If this is hard on your knee here, you can always fold over your yoga mat to get a little extra support. Breathing here. One more full inhalation. And exhale. Then we're going to inhale, rise up, and exhale, bring our left arm forward, right arm back behind us, and turn our gaze over our right shoulder. Holding here for one more inhalation, and exhale. Inhale, coming back to center, and exhale. We're going to straighten our front leg, so walk that foot forward, squaring the hips here, coming into a half split. So feel free just to bend over that front leg, feeling a deep stretch in the back of the leg, the hamstrings. Flexing your toe back towards your face. Bending over it here, breathing here. The hamstrings are related to many lower back issues. Everything in the body is connected. Think of your body like a chain. So if you have tight hamstrings, often it is related to lower back issues. One more full inhalation. Exhale, bend over. And then inhale, bringing the foot back, bending into that knee. Curling the back toe. Exhale, bringing the foot back, pushing back into a downward facing dog. Breathe here, take a full inhalation. And exhale. Inhale, we're going to bring the left leg up to the sky. Bring it forward, exhale between the hands, drop the back knee and curl the toes. Inhale, rise up, square the hips, knee and ankle in one line, arms overhead, shoulders away from the ear. Again, you can take that option to fold over your yoga mat if your back knee needs a little extra support. Breathing here. One more full inhalation. And exhale. Inhale, rise up, and exhale, bring the right arm forward, left arm back. Looking over the left shoulder here. Holding here for one more full inhalation. And exhale. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, we're going to bring our hands down to the earth. Bring that foot forward, flex the toes back and straighten the leg. Hips again are squared. So pulling that left hip in, maybe bringing the back right hip forward. And then bending over the leg, feeling a stretch in that hamstring. Breathing here, flexing the toe, drawing the belly in. One more full inhalation. And exhale, bend over. And inhale, you can rise up, place the foot flat on the floor, bend the knee, hands frame the foot, exhale, bring the foot back, and push into a downward facing dog. Take a full inhalation here, and again, exhale. Let's do that 2 more times, opening the mouth as we exhale. Inhale, and exhale. And one more time, inhale, and exhale. You can walk your feet up towards the top of the mat, bringing the feet about a hip width distance apart here. Some options here, you can keep a soft bend in your knees and just grab opposite elbows and just really allow yourself to hang here. allowing the back to release, creating space between all the vertebrae in your spine. Breathing here. Or if you want some extra release in the back of your neck, you can interlock your fingers behind your neck where the base of the head meets the neck. Those will create a little extra release there. Or if you want to open up your shoulders more, you can interlock your fingers behind your back, lift your hands up, try to keep the wrists together. Whatever is available to you today. Wherever you're at in your practice, always know it's absolutely perfect. Where you're at is where you're meant to be. One more full inhalation wherever you are. And then exhale. If your hands were overhead, you can bring them back down. And then on your next inhale, releasing the hands, you can draw your belly into the spine and slowly, slower than you want to, begin to stack vertebrae upon vertebrae, rising up. Your neck and your head are last things to rise. Beautiful. Give yourself a little shake, let that go. And we'll just come into our mountain pose, strong pose. So just inhale, lifting the toes up off of the earth and spreading the toes wide. Exhale, you can place them back down on the ground, keeping the space between them. Tucking the tailbone in, lifting the kneecaps, rolling the shoulders back, chest is lifted, crown of the head's lifted, hands at your side, fingers spread wide, mountain pose. Take a full inhalation and exhale. Inhale, bring the arms overhead. Palms press overhead. Exhale, bring it into the heart. Inhale, let's do that again. Bringing in love and peace. And exhale, planting it in the heart. And one more time. Inhale. Planting the love and the peace in your heart. Exhale. So staying at the top of your mat, we're going to shift the weight into our front right foot here. And we're going to inhale, lift up our left heel, and then turn it towards the inside of the right foot against the right ankle. Keeping the hips squared, we can keep the foot there if we like, or we can bring it on top of the calf, or using the help of our hand, we can bring it to our upper thigh, just not above the knee. So again, hips squared wherever you're at, that's perfectly fine. Bringing the knee back, we're going to either bring hands to heart center here, or option to bring hands overhead. Can make a mudra if you like, Pigeon mudra, so that's bringing the index finger and thumbs together. Just staying strong through that right leg here, tree pose. Breathing here, feeling steady, stable, grounded. Feeling the connection to the earth and also reaching for the sky. Take 2 more breaths here. And then on your next exhalation, you can bring the hands down, release the leg, shake that off, let that go. Beautiful. So going on with the other leg now, shifting the weight into the left leg. Inhale, lifting the right heel up off of the earth, turning it to the inside of the left leg. You can just leave the toes on the earth if you like, keep the heel above the ankle, or you can bring the foot on the calf or the upper thigh with the help of your hand. Hips squared, try to bring that knee back, lifting through the crown of the head. Hands come to heart center or above. Option to make Pigeon mudra. Shoulders away from the ears. Really feeling that connection of your foot on the earth, imagining roots coming out of your foot, while also reaching for the heavens, reaching higher to the crown of your head. Take 2 more breaths here. next exhalation, you can bring the arms down, release that leg, shake that off, let that go. Beautiful work, everyone. We're going to inhale, bring our arms overhead, and exhale, bring the hands to heart center, bending down, swan diving forward, bending the knees here, bringing the belly on the thighs, forehead below the knees, hands frame the feet. Feel free to bend the knees here, just get the belly on the thighs, and then inhale, we're gonna rise halfway, so gazes forward, but we don't wanna overextend the neck here. You wanna keep the spine straight, neck straight. You can bring your hands on your shins here for extra support, or keep your hands framing the feet. Exhale, bring the hands down to the earth, framing the feet, stepping back into plank pose, and then taking a full inhalation here, heels to the back of the room, and exhale, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, I invite you to inhale, shoot the right leg up high, and exhale. Coming forward, we're going to bring the right knee to the right wrist, and the right ankle to the left wrist. Bringing our back leg down, coming into pigeon pose. So if you need some blocks under your hips here for extra support, if your hips are up in the air a little bit, please, I invite you, you can bring blankets, pillows, whatever is good for you here. And then just check in with the hips. You can do a nice little self-adjust here to make sure that they're squared. So bring the left hand on the left hip, making sure it's squared, checking in. We want to make sure we keep the right foot flexed. And inhale, rising up, and exhale, lowering the forehead down on the earth. I invite you, if you aren't reaching the earth, to bring your head on a block, pillow, whatever is available to you again. And then to interlock the fingers above the head, and the elbows framing the head, and this will really just help balance the weight through the hips here. Breathing here. Pigeon pose, such a beautiful hip opener. Our hips hold so many of our emotions. They're considered the junk drawer of emotions of the body. So just really allow yourself to breathe here, allow yourself to let go, and allow yourself to open up. Try to sink into the posture, come back to the breath. This will help you do that. 3 more breaths here. And then inhale, we're going to slowly begin to rise up using the hands for support. Crown of the head is lifted. And then we're going to roll over our left hip and our left leg, and then bring the right sole of the foot on the inside of the left thigh. And then we're going to just twist, so we're coming over the left leg here. And then we're just going to again gently begin to lower down. We can bring our palms to face the sky, open to receive, and just allow this posture to be passive. Allow yourself to let go. Allow yourself to sink into the posture here. Again, opening up the hips. Really allowing anything to go. Breathing here. 2 more breaths. On your next inhale, you can begin to rise up slowly, slowly. Beautiful. And then you can just turn back to the top of your mat. Bring the hands forward. Make your way into a downward facing dog. Pedal out the legs and let that go. And then inhale, shooting the left leg up towards the sky. And exhale, bringing it forward, left knee to left wrist, Left ankle to right wrist, lengthening through that back leg, letting the hips come down, grabbing blocks as you need. And then just doing maybe a little self-adjust, checking in with the hips, making sure they're squared, keeping the left front foot flexed. Inhale, we're gonna rise up, and exhale, lowering the torso down towards the earth. Maybe coming down on your elbows, maybe bringing your forehead on a block or pillow, whatever's available to you. If your forehead reaches the earth, interlock your fingers on the back of your head, and this will help to evenly distribute the weights throughout your body, throughout your hips. Breathing here, breathing into those hips. And as we're in deep hip opening poses, it's often beautiful just when you maybe see things come up, just allow yourself to be a witness, any emotions, any feelings. Notice them, love them, send them your loving awareness, but don't attach to them. Allow them to be released. Taking 3 more breaths here. And then on your next inhale, slowly begin rising up. Crown of the head lifts, and then we're going to roll over on our right hip, bringing the left sole of the foot to the inside of the right thigh. And then we're just going to twist our torso to lean over the right leg. And you can slowly walk your hands forward. It doesn't matter where you're at in this pose. Hands can face open towards the sky, open to receive. Bring your forehead down. Just allowing yourself to be passive here, allowing yourself to let go, to surrender. Coming back to the breath. Maybe breathing into your heart, feeling your heart open up, sending your heart love, your body love. Allowing yourself to move into a more loving space. 2 more breaths here. And then inhale, you can begin to rise up. Bringing the hands to the top of the mat. And just making your way back into a downward facing dog. Walking the feet out side to side. Beautiful, letting that go. Then you can drop the knees down. And then I invite you to cross your legs. Bring your feet out in front of you. Inhale, bringing the arms out forward, drawing the belly into the spine. Exhale, I invite you to slowly, slowly begin to lower down onto your back. You can stretch out your legs here. Just take a moment to breathe. Let that go. And then I invite you to inhale. Bring your right knee into your chest. Interlock the fingers. And begin to pull that right knee towards the right shoulder, keeping the left foot flexed and engaged. You want to avoid your rib cage here, so just kind of pulling it off to the side, wind removing pose. Keeping both shoulder blades rooted on the earth. Breathing here. Such a calming pose, so beautiful for digestion. 2 more full breaths. And then on your next inhalation, we're going to bring the sole of the foot to face the roof for the sky. Keeping your knee bent, coming into a half happy baby. So here you can kind of experiment. You can grab on the outside arch of your foot or the inside arch of your foot, whatever feels best to you. Mine feels best outside. Again, really stretching into that hip here. Shoulder blades stay rested on the earth. 2 breaths, full inhalation. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, you can bring the knee back in, and exhale, release it back down to the earth. Inhale, you can draw the left knee in, interlock the fingers below the knee, drawing the left knee up to the left shoulder, avoiding the rib cage here. Right foot stays flexed and engaged. Both shoulder blades are rooted in the earth. Breathing here. Three more breaths here. Make them your longest, your fullest. And then inhale, keeping the left knee bent. We're going to bring the left sole of the foot up to the earth. You can grab the inner arch of the left foot or the outer arch, whatever feels best to you. Half happy baby. Again, stretching that hip. Your right arm can come out cactus to your side if you like. Breathing into the hip space, letting go, making room. Letting go of any old emotions, any old fears that no longer serve us, making room for new. And just really coming into a place of peace, letting the space on your mat be your place of peace. Full inhalation and exhale. Full inhalation. Exhale, release anything that no longer serves you. And then inhale, bring that left foot down, left knee in, releasing it back down to the earth, letting that go. Beautiful work. Then inhale, drawing both knees in. And then we're going to bring both soles of the feet up to face the sky, keeping a bend in the knees, full happy baby pose. So here I just invite you to close your eyes. You want to keep the tailbone on the earth. Again, you can grab inside arches or outer arches, or index finger and peace finger around the big toe. And you can sway side to side here. You can straighten one leg and then the other, or you can stay still. Sometimes this can be harder. Just see what your body wants today or what your body's craving. Breathe into those hips, almost drawing the knees closer to the earth, pulling them down, feeling that stretch. So nice. This pose is so good for anxiety. If you're ever feeling in a fearful place, I really recommend coming into child's pose or this one and just allowing yourself to breathe, allowing yourself to let go. Allow yourself to enjoy this pose. Send your breath into any places of tension. Take 2 more full breaths here. And then exhale, you can bring the knees back in. Give yourself a hug. Roll the spine side to side, let that go. And then exhale, bring the feet down about a mat with distance apart. Bring your arms out cactus, and I invite you just to sway your knees side to side, giving a bit of release to those hips. Moving with the breath, windshield wipering the knees. And then when you've evened out from right to left, inhale, coming back to center, coming in for another hug. Exhale. And then inhale again, bring the arms out, cactus. So that's a 90-degree angle, or out to a T, straight, whatever you prefer. Exhale, dropping the knees down to the right side, keeping those shoulders rooted on the earth. And then if it's available, turning the gaze, the neck over to the left. Just taking a few breaths here, wringing out the spine, wringing out any dirt. Clearing passages of energy to move in our spine, clearing the chakras. One more full inhalation. And exhale. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, drop the knees down to the left, keeping those shoulders rooted in the earth. You can turn the gaze over to the right. Breathing here. Letting this feel good. Giving yourself the sense of peace, the sense of serenity. Always knowing you can come back to it, even off the mat. It's always available to you. Take 2 more full breaths here. And then inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, placing the feet mat with distance apart and just swaying again. The knees side to side, left and right, moving with the breath. Windshield wipering the knees. This helps realign the spine after twisting it. Twisting the spine creates a natural detox in our body. And then once you've evened out from right to left, you can spread one leg out wide and then the other. Bring the arms out by your side, palms open towards the sky, coming into your final resting pose, Savasana. So the toes are turned outwards with the feet. Just allowing yourself to get cozy here, to get comfortable. Maybe grabbing a blanket or a sweater. And we'll just release any remaining tension from the body before going into Savasana. So I invite you to lift your legs 6 inches off the ground, squeeze them, and exhale, drop. Inhale, we're going to lift the arms 6 inches up off of the ground. Make your hands into fists, squeeze, open your hands, lengthen out through your fingers, and exhale, drop. Beautiful. Inhale, lift up your hips, squeeze, and drop. Inhale, lift up your chest, squeeze, and drop. Inhale, pull your shoulders up to your ears, and exhale, release. And then we're just going to bring our head down to one side and down to the other side. Do that 2 times. Beautiful. And then we're going to inhale, squeeze all of our face muscles, make a really ugly face. Open the mouth and exhale, stick out the tongue. Beautiful. Just coming into a full deep relaxation. I invite you to stay here for as long as you like, maybe a minimum of 5 minutes. No rush at all. Allow yourself to keep this peace with you throughout your day. Namaste. Thank you so much.